So energy cultivation, chi cultivation, all this kind of stuff, qigong, whatever you want to call it. We called it, excuse me, we called it energy work back in the day. Energy work. What really is it? Well, chi is air, ki, ki is the Japanese word for air. Air, atmosphere, spirit, all these words are related. Vaguely, spirit's more like hot air or heat, while the ki or the chi is the air, the breath. So you would think, chi cultivation is just breath work. Excuse me. Kind of. That's one way to do it. That's more how you might want to start. If you breathe in slowly. You can feel that your body warms the air. And if you hold that, you're not trying to force anything, you're not trying to over breathe, you're not trying to 100% breathe. You're more like just 70, 50% in. You'll feel that air actually flows out. It's like a mist that flows out through your body into your blood, I believe. Heats up your blood, gives an expansion to your veins, and eventually to the rest of your body once it reaches your organs, and etc. So that's one way. That's key energy or chi cultivation, qi gong. You can think is breathing is basically that. And you don't want to fully exhale. You can do a few full exhales just to clear your lungs, but usually when doing like a meditation, you'll breathe in and you'll kind of breathe like a little bit out, just to keep yourself comfortable. Because if you do if you stress your breath too much, your nerves get all kind of shaky and it's not very nice. So you keep that air in your lungs, because you're cultivating that air. That heat, and then you flow it out using your feeling. Kind of just relax around. Sorry about that. You kind of just relax around like the heart area, and you try to feel your veins. You try to feel them, and you relax and open them up a bit. Of course, you want to keep a tiny little bit of tension. That's usually standard, but yeah, you just, if you play around with your feeling and you play around with your breath, you'll know exactly what I mean. So that's cultivating the middle dantian, the chi center. You've also got the lower dantian, which is kind of above your bladder. It entails all of the bowels, the bladder, the small intestines, to a degree the large intestines, if you're male, the prostate, also the gonads, male and female ones, the womb, if you are a female, a woman, and your nuts if you're a dude. So pretty much your gut, your kind of like lower gut area, and you can focus on this area. Excuse me. I shouldn't make these videos when I eat, because I get all mucusy. Anyway, you focus on this area, and more or less it feels like a gravity well, because it's your center of gravity actually. So if you look up center of gravity, lower dantian, you'll find all this shit out. You focus there, and it basically just pressurizes, and you kind of vaguely want to breathe deeply into there, but you don't have to worry too much. It's more about the focus. You kind of keep a bit of sensation, a bit of tension, a little bit of tension, like in the middle of tension and relaxation of how you hold yourself. And I like to pull in very just softly, not too much that you kind of stressing the blood flow, but just kind of pull in with your whole body. That's how you do whole body breathing or whole body energy cultivation. Is you pull in with the whole body, and you lead it into, there's a funny word, it's called air herding. Yeah, you air herd into the lower dantian area, and it creates this gravity kind of well pressure. It'll also stress the main artery, and which leads to your legs. You may feel that opening up if it's not very open. So just be careful about how much you do with this, because you are increasing the blood flow, blood pressure, and too much can give you high blood pressure. And you want to, after you've kind of cultivated for a bit, you've meditated there for a bit, you feel good, you feel like you've unlocked some blood vessels and whatever, some arteries, you will more or less just sit in meditation, relaxing, allowing that pressure, that gravity to kind of just, it'll go through the body. It'll kind of like want to escape you, because it's like internal pressure that wants to escape out of your body, and you want to let it. You don't really want to force it in or keep it in. Keeping too much pressure inside of your body for too long, it really does fuck you up a bit. So yeah, that's how you can get like cultivation sickness and problems. Certain organs you might focus on too much, and they can hurt themselves. You won't like blow up anything, or just unless you're going like hardcore and you're using a lot of drugs. I'm talking like 10-hour long meditations and crazy ass like chomping Cinnabar pills and all that. But unless you're doing that shit, you'll be right. Just the golden rule is don't use too much pressure, really. So yeah, you can kind of get the idea. Different centers of the body: lower dantian, middle dantian, upper dantian is just like the head, the midbrain, kind of in between your eyes, a little bit above and behind, and you can just focus there if you want more mental clarity. Like I'm focusing there right now, and I can see better. I can kind of talk better. My voice is still a bit lathered. It's kind of it's a bit husky, just because my throat's a bit fucked up right now. But yeah, I can feel that it's increasing and doing better with that. So that's another one to cultivate if you're more of a, as I would say, a scholar. A scholar. It's a person who does a lot of mental work, but of course you don't want to over cultivate the head. Usually, just the same way you don't want to over cultivate the lower dantian. Any of these really you don't really want to. And if you overdo it, you want to let the pressure flow out. So you got centers, and then you got channels. Channels being your arteries mainly, the veins, which is more or less you can just focus throughout the body and feel lines of force where this pressure flows through. So yeah, that's really just chi cultivation or energy cultivation in a nutshell. Practice it every couple days or every day, and you will understand what it's all about.